Hello, people. It's your boy man. We're doing something different today. We got the World Cup draw. That's not know what. Let's just do a little watch. Like I don't even know anyone's gonna tune in, but nevertheless, the World Cup draw live here. You'll love to see it. We have got a podcast at 7 o'clock. But before the World Cup draw, let's go. I'm buzzing. Let me know who you're supporting. Let me know your thoughts. Obviously, shout out to Wales who have got potentially Scotland and Ukraine. Hopefully, Wales get through, so that'd be good to see them as well. But nevertheless, we're here for the World Cup draw. I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm excited for this. This is what it's about. As a football fan, you want to be seeing the major competition. So apparently, the World Cup draw is going to happen very shortly in the next 17 minutes or so, 15 minutes or whatever it may be. So I thought, just come on, see what people are saying, seeing everyone's thoughts, and just go through it with everyone, really. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Obviously, don't really know who I'm supporting. Most likely England. I always support England because I'm from here. But, you know, after the whole Saka, Rashford, Sancho scenario, it's looking a bit bleak for us ethnic minorities, you know, supporting England and all that. But we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, I'm not really made my decision just yet. But one thing I will say is I'm very happy to see Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi at the World Cup because those two players have to be at the World Cup. It's their last World Cup. Goats in their own rights. I'm not going to get into a Ronaldo Messi debate, but it's just good to see them in there. Of course, congratulations to Ghana as well, beating Nigeria in the derby. Obviously, you know, it was a madness. It was a madness on the WhatsApp groups, but yeah, congratulations to Ghana, commiserations to Nigeria. Shout out to all my Nigerian brothers out there. I'm sure you guys are still licking your wounds, but nevertheless, the Ghanaians are there with a beautiful kit. They're repping Africa. I might go for an African team, you know. I might just go Senegal, you know. Senegal on the slide. Obviously, current African Cup of Nations. Yeah, that's correct. AFCON champions. So obviously that's a positive going into this. You know, they did well to get through the group stage as well. I expect them to get through, got through the knockouts, etc., etc. And that's what you want to see in it from the current champions. But you know, but would the heat pay a difference? Pay a factor, sorry. In how these teams fare in a different climate. So potentially that could pay in favour to the African teams or teams that are used to better climates, higher climates, so to speak. But yeah, so the African teams, hopefully they've got a chance. We'll have to wait and see. Argentina coming into this looking very good. Lionel Messi's finally got a team. Can he secure the World Cup? His last World Cup, arguably. It should be his last World Cup. He's 34. I doubt he's going to make it to his next one, realistically speaking. Last World Cup for him, last World Cup for Ronaldo. But from Messi's perspective, you know, Argentina haven't really had a team. They've had a collective of individuals that haven't really cohesively worked together. I know they just won the Copa America on the last outing. But even then, Messi was massively influential in that happening. He carried them to large extents, let's be real. But at the end of the day, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens. The draw is happening in roughly 10 minutes. Like I said, I don't normally do these kind of draws, but I thought, why not? Why not, people? Why not? You know, it is what it is. Just thought, yeah, let's just have a cheeky watch party. Why not? Let me know in the chat if there's anyone watching. Let me know in the chat what your thoughts are. Who do you fancy? That kind of thing. You know, who you supporting? As I've already said, most likely we'll be supporting England. Obviously, being born and raised in England, so that would make the most sense. But I might just go for Senegal. I'm not gonna lie. Just got a bit of a love for Mane at the moment. Sadio Mane, Mendy, Koulibaly. I listened to Koulibaly's story and it really just touched me. Like, don't know what. Fair play to the guy, Koulibaly. Fair play to you, mate. I really liked his story. So of his decision to choose his Senegal route. So yeah, may go for Senegal. You know, I kind of fancy them on paper. You know, they can beat anyone. They got the passion, they got the heart, the desire. Of course, they're going to struggle against the more technical teams, but like I said, the warmer climate might play in their favour.
Right, let's take a look at the African team next. The draw
Let's have a look where we are.
Teams that have qualified from Africa all through the playoffs there. Cameroon winning on the way goals.
Morocco beating Congo 5-2. Shout out to Aaron, commiserations to you. That Cameroon against Algeria game, last kick of the game. Absolute scenes. Algeria wasting time for a lot of the game, and it came back to bite them when it really mattered. So, you know, that's what happens. That's what happens, mate.
One of the heavyweights on the continent, but they're looking to go one step further than they have done last time. Let's take a look at the other qualifiers then.
Oh, yeah, Senegal kicked out Egypt. Yo, these results are actually tasty. We're just going through some of their results. Senegal obviously knocked out Egypt 3-1 on penalties. Those, mate, the light show on Salah's face was absolutely outrageous. I'm sorry, but I just don't know how they got away with that. Absolute madness. There's literally nothing else to say regarding that matter. Like, I just don't know how they got away with shining a laser in his eyes. To that extent, it was absolutely ridiculous. Commiserations to Egypt again, another African nation team that wouldn't have mind being there, but obviously it's always good to see Salah cry. But you know, just talking from a football perspective, it is a bit shit that he's not there. I'm not gonna lie, but like I said, my boys Senegal, they're there. My boys Senegal are there, which is it's the main thing, really. But yeah, pot ball's looking very tasty. Of course, it means England avoiding most of the good teams. Pot 2, Mexico, Netherlands, Denmark, Germany, Uruguay, Switzerland, USA, Croatia. Some good teams in pot 2. Pot 3, Senegal, Iran, Japan. No pushovers. Morocco, Serbia, Poland, South Korea, Tunisia. No, bro, it's not actually that easy. Pot 4, Cameroon, Canada, Ecuador, Saudi Arabia, which is definitely team we'd won. Ghana, Peru, Australia or UAE, Croatia or New Zealand, Wales, Scotland or Ukraine. Obviously, pot 1, Qatar, of course, Brazil, Belgium, France, Argentina, England, Spain, and Portugal. Pot 2, Mexico, Netherlands, Denmark, Germany. Bro, there's potential. That pot 2 is gonna kill people. Bro, that pot 2 is a bit tricky still. Just going through some of the African teams in the World Cup. They've not really had great success. Of course, Ghana was absolutely phenomenal back in 2010. The Azerbaijan penalty miss, Luis Suarez handball. Iconic, man. That was one of the greatest World Cups, man. I was proper rooting for Ghana then as well, man. That was a man, I love an underdog story. I love it.
A bit like Brazilian players from 25, 30 years ago, they weren't being seen as much, so there was still an element of that shiny yellow shirt, if you like. But some of that mystique has been completely wiped away over the last few tournaments.
So the draw is going to be happening hopefully in the next 5 minutes or so. Just going through basically the sort of thoughts for the teams going into this at the moment. Who do you guys fancy? Who are your sort of favourites going to this? I do think, obviously, I've already mentioned Argentina. Of course, it would be nice to see Messi win the World Cup. It would be nice to see Ronaldo win the World Cup. In an ideal scenario, them two in the final would be incredible. But I do think Brazil have got a good chance as well. Whether Neymar steps up for Brazil, that'd be interesting. France again, could they do the Euros and the World Cup? Oh, sorry, they've done 2 World Cups and they got kicked out of the Euros via Switzerland. So obviously that was interesting. So let's see. Baby, I like your style. From my back. Pele. And he scores. Tempted to spot Portugal because of Ronaldo, I'm not going to lie. Johan Cruyff, 1974. And, the Cruyff 10. He's done him. He chips it in. Oh. Oh, look at this. He skips past 3. He makes the 3rd. Oh! Goal! Banger. Paulo Rossi stuns Brazil. Rossi! At the back post, what a header! Oh my god. Oh, what a finish! What a hat-trick. The Hand of God, 1986. Oh, I'm loving this. Of course, everyone knows this. This is the definition of iconic. Oh my god, the Hand of God. Absolutely mental. That's a madness. Oh, Maradona, stop it. Stop it. Absolute majestic. Maradona. Oh, Maradona. Oh, Maradona. What a goal. The greatest goal of all time. He's gone past the entire England team. Cameroon shocked the holders. 1990. Oh, goal for Maradona. That might be the worst goalkeeper I've ever seen. How is it possible to let that in? It's generally harder. How is he let that in? I've never seen this goal. Bulgaria beat Germany in 1994. Woo! Owen's goal against Argentina, 1998. Oh, this is Michael Owen, isn't it? Oh, Michael Owen was a different animal, wasn't he? Bloody hell, how good is he? South Korea reached semi-finals 2002. Bro, I remember this like yesterday. What the hell? What the hell? I fully remember this one, actually. South Korea. 2006, Italy defeat Germany in classic. Hello. What a finish. Ah, that World Cup, yeah, Italy was shit the entire World Cup, man. 2010 got it tonight by Suarez. Yeah, this is the one, and it 2010, I got it. I can't believe that was 2010. 12 years ago, 13 years ago. What were we on? 2022. But yeah, Suarez is still about 12 years. How long was he there? I can't believe that still. I still to this day, 2014 Brazil won, Germany 7. Oh yeah, this was in Brazil's backyard. Oh my god, this was actually in Brazil's backyard. That is actually mad if you think about that. France 28 win for a second time. Go on, show Pogba's goal. Oh, they've done Pogba there. He got man of the match. Sean Mbappe, finessed us. Absolutely.
There we go, time for the draw. Just to let you know that at 6 o'clock, we're going to switch to BBC Two because of the news. The draw will be interrupted on the iPlayer. So if you're watching on the iPlayer, you don't have to do anything. But at 6 o'clock, you'll have to switch from BBC One. BBC
Wow, 6 o'clock.
Jonathan, this is your guy.
Ooh, the draw is time.
Well, welcome everybody to the Doha Exhibition and Convention Centre.
Yeah, this is so mad. I was literally trying to. Yo, that's oh man, she's big time, her. This presenter here, we had a workshop with her. She's actually big time. It's mad. Obviously, I knew that anyways, but crazy, man. Crazy what B comes to us. Honestly, it really is. Opening the doors for everyone.
Going on to say that the world needs occasions like the World Cup.
Let's have a look.
Together. And he made a plea to all the world's leaders: stop the conflicts and wars, engage.
Oh, wait, who's Man United playing in the World Cup? Or is Bruno and Cristiano tagged? Bro, listen, I'm just living my best life, Laurie. Hopefully, you're doing well, my guy. Who are you spotting? Who are you spotting, bro? But yeah, I mean, if Ronaldo wins it, bro, I've got the name on the back. If Ronaldo wins it, yeah, I'm buzzing for this. The shop's coming out with his son. Jeez, let's go. Let's go, World Cup.
Shoulders 4 years ago, holding a cardboard cutout.
Oh, that's a madness.
Celebrating France's
Bro, he's come out with his pops. Iconic scenes. The World Cup. Oof.
In 2018, and one of only 3 people who have lifted the trophy both as player and coach. Please welcome Didier Deschamps.
Okay, Idris Elba, not a great start.
described by Eric Cantona as a mere water carrier.
In 2018, one of the most striking images was this young boy, Joris Finafero, celebrating the magical moment on his father's shoulders.
What the hell's going on here? It's just a young kid. This was.
Didier is here. France is watching. What would you like to say to Didier?
Allez les bleus, allez les bleus.
Oh, that's cute.
Vraiment simple, non? Bonne chance à les bleus et bonne chance à tout le monde aussi.
Oh, how many languages is she speaking?
Je sais que vous voulez répondre en anglais, but I'll ask you the question.
Yeah, Idris Elba's mic's definitely messed up. I could tell.
And it's wonderful to see you with this.
It's
amazing
messed.
trophy.
So am I. He's bloody Hollywood. He's Hollywood. Where's his mic?
What's it feel like?
J'ai conscience d'être un privilège.
Oh, Deschamps is still the manager of France, no? He is, isn't he?
Privileged to have had 2 fantastic moments.
2 times FIFA World Cup winner. Bro, that is outrageous. Imagine winning it more than once, man. Obviously, I know the Brazil team won it a few times, but winning it once is a madness, but winning it twice. That's crazy. That's everyone dreams of the World Cup. Growing up as a kid, this is what it's about. I know everyone puts major emphasis on obviously club competition and everything, but bro, as a kid, World Cup and Champions League, them 2 things, absolute pinnacle. Go on, Idris. Go on. Ever since Bergkamp retired, I don't support an international team. I feel it's open season though. No country has really stood out on it. You know what? That's exactly how I feel at the moment. I don't really know who to back. Obviously, I asked it earlier in the start of this stream. I don't really know who to back in terms of my favourite going into that. I think Argentina, like I said, got a good shirt, good team. I don't you just fully throw me off there. Masha looking good, bro. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you. I'm trying this weight loss journey and all that, you know. Just this is the secret. Pepsi Max, beautiful. Oh, the shirt Arabs. I think this is the first time Arab countries had the World Cup. So obviously that's the big thing for the Muslim world. Hopefully they show good representation. Munzi talks big of us. Yes, Munzi. Long time, man. Hopefully you do well, my brother. It's been a while, my guy. It's been a while. But we are back for the World Cup draw. We have got a show at 7 o'clock. Who have Liverpool got the draw in it? Someone's already come and said, oh, Man United got the Man United show, and obviously. We have got a show at 7 o'clock. Got quite a few guests on for that one. So obviously stay tuned for that. My United podcast, of course. It's been a while, number 99 and all that. Honest to God, right? I'm this comedy is cracking me up. Pisses me off how well Pogba plays for France. He's a good player. It's just at Man United, it just doesn't work, and that's what it is. Simple as that. Simple as that. He hasn't got the players around him. He's a luxury player. He's a last piece in a jigsaw. Sadly, he's not like the middle pieces to carry a team. Sadly, he seems like he's the last guy to complete the jigsaw, and that is a massive shame because he's a top quality player, as he said, for France. He always turns up, and I hope he turns up again. If France win another World Cup and Pogba plays a part in that, I mean, I don't give a shit anyone says, he can go to bed happy. 2 World Cups to your name, no one can chat to you. That put your medals on the table by Souness, man. Be quiet. 2 World Cups, bro. Especially with the first one, he's already been very pivotal in that alongside other players, obviously. It was obviously always as a collective, but Pogba more than played his part. Man of the match in the final, I think he was as well. Scored in the final. So. What is going off here? They got some like boy band thingy coming through. Jermaine Genius has been asked. Jermaine Genius is here. I don't know who this lady is on the left, but she's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely bellissima. Don't know who she is. She's probably a footballer. I do apologize, but she's gorgeous. Black Queen and all that. You'd love to see it. Jermaine Genius. How about this?
We are absolutely delighted to be here for the
Pogba's leaving, bro. Don't worry, he'll be gone by then.
World Cup Qatar 2022.
How is Jermaine Genius London this?
I'm in fine company this evening as part of my co-conductor team.
Yo, this is mad.
I know is very excited to get this draw underway this evening.
I don't think I have the words to actually describe how I'm feeling right now, but I think excited is definitely one of them, and honoured to be here on such an important
Samantha Johnson, yeah, absolute babe.
a World Cup year. But I have to say, I'm very honoured to be sharing this stage with a natural-born winner, a serial winner. Something that's I'm sorry. It's Carly Lloyd, the two-time World Cup champion. Thank you so much for joining us, and I know to nights like this. So, can you just tell us what players and how players are feeling and thinking right now?
Well, first off, it's an honor to be here with you all. It's an honor to be on stage.
I gotta tweet this. Jermaine Genius landed the big job. World Cup draw, you know.
What you look forward to. It sets the stage. It starts the journey of lifting that trophy. And I must add, I am extremely proud of our USA men for qualifying for this World Cup. So
Go on, USA.
That is also
Woo!
exciting for me to be up here tonight.
USA. Imagine England get USA again.
Right, to complete our star-studded team.
Yo, I'm gassed. I'm gassed, people. I can't contain myself. World Cup draw.
FIFA legends
Let's
with
go.
us tonight.
Let's go.
Firstly, with a Brazilian giant, a man who played at 4 FIFA World Cups and was a champion on 2 occasions, Cafu.
Cafu! My wife, why is Samantha Johnson in your search history? This guy. Don't worry, Adam. Don't worry, I won't tell. Cafu, yo. 2 World Cups, man. He's almost got as much as me, man.
Up next,
Because I was white teeth. What a guy.
who appeared 73 times for his country.
Your genius has smashed it. The big dog.
It's JJ Okocha.
JJ Okocha. I'm looking for Nigeria. They're out. Still an absolute bad man. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Sammy, long time, my brother. How you doing? Madrid on smoke. Real Madrid are currently on smoke, my brother.
In the history of the competition with 25 matches, Lothar Matthäus. They captained Germany to a revenge victory in
Come on, boys. France, my team, are going back to back. Jeez, back to back. Sammy, I like it. I like it. I mean, like I said, if France go back to back, I'm going to run every Pogba agenda I've got. Obviously, he's going to be going to Madrid, so you'll be happy anyways, but it is what it is.
Also joining us this evening, the first male footballer to score 100 international goals is the Iran legend Ali Day.
They're just introducing the individuals that do the draw. So there's 2 ladies just clapping people on. I mean, that's a bit of a shit job, isn't it? Like, just sit there. Nah, bro, Chelsea gonna cook us, I'm sure. No, a lot of Chelsea fans are underrating yourselves, Real Madrid. And to be fair, yeah, Chelsea go into it as favourites, understandably. However, Real Madrid, as they've shown in its PSG, more than capable of a madness. Benzema in particular. Reals TV, big up, my bro. Hopefully you're doing well. I appreciate you coming through and showing your support, man. I really do. I appreciate everyone who obviously tunes in. All 10 of you, I appreciate you, man. If I haven't said it already, we have got a podcast at 7. My United podcast, myself and like 4 of the guests. So that should be a good chat. Some Poch v Ten Hag debate there, because obviously half of us are Ten Hag, half of us Poch. That's going to be great, though. But yeah, in the meantime, Tim Cahill, yo, these man's killed it. Yo, Tim Cahill got onto this, you know. Right, by the time they introduce everyone, I'm going to be falling asleep, bro. This is long. We need to start the young midfielders we can't turn into cover.
Only 2 coaches to manage at 5.
Yeah, Kamavinga's looking good, isn't he?
Milutinovic.
He's a real character. Took Mexico to the quarterfinals in '86.
Both who looks a character, don't they?
Nigeria beyond the group stage. Got shiny for their
Why have they got those women there at the entrance? It doesn't make sense. It's just so unnecessary. There's a tunnel and they're on the end of the tunnel just clapping people on like. It's not necessary, is it? Big up, bro. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, you're right. To be fair, Kovacic, I mean, you'll know everything about Kovacic. Yeah. Baller.
West Germany in '82, the first of his 2 World Cups. Also scored for Portugal
Damn.
in the '87 European Cup final.
Oh, that's good. It's got 2 more people to introduce, and then we probably can start. What time are we on? Oh, it's everyone. Oh, I'm excited. 5:41.
Question to you as you played for Qatar. Just tell us,
Alhamdulillah.
how much does it mean for your country to host the FIFA World Cup?
in Arabic. مساء الخير للجميع. يسعدني إن أكون مساعدا
Trainer can't translate this one.
كأس العالم هنا في بلدي قطر.
Qatar qualifying as hosts, of course.
كأس العالم.
The first World Cup finals.
Yo, Arabic, you know, man's on it.
كرة قدم مشجع عربي.
This guy's worth probably billions, bro.
إن شاء الله الجيل القادم.
Billions, bro.
To win France '98.
Wait, is he on the country? I didn't even see.
The group stage, South Africa, 2010, but they have their dreams.
من جميع العالم وجمهور العالم.
And it's hugely important that the first ever World Cup in an Arabic nation is a success.
Facts. First one in Arabic nations, definitely key to be a success. Needs to be a success. Really needs to set the bar. Really needs to make sure that they're on job.
This evening, we have the European playoffs set for June, and of course, your beloved Australia in the intercontinental playoffs as well. Knowing what's at stake this year in Qatar 2022.
Why'd ask you, man, about Australia? Van gonna captain if Lloris ain't a starter, but I expect Lloris to still be a starter. Lloris surely will be started. Who would come in for Lloris? I think Varane should be my United captain, Sammy. What do you reckon, my guy? Do you think he's capable? I've been saying it. Obviously, you know more as a Real Madrid fan than me about his capabilities, but I just think it makes sense. Maguire needs to obviously dip.
For Australia, let's make it 5 consecutive World Cups. I know we have got what it takes, and for the countries that don't make it.
Go on, Tim Kiel, repping Australia. I like it. I like the diversity on the draw panel. Obviously, there's no Italians there for obvious reasons. Oh, is there? Check proper.
Now, it's the moment we're all waiting for. It's time to get ready for the draw. So let's take a look at the procedure.
Jermaine Genius.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, good, but isn't it too early, bro? He just joined. Yeah, he just joined last season, but they did give it to Maguire literally that early as well. The reason I say it is because I would hope a lot of people go, but probably going to be Bruno Fernandes, which is, I guess it is where it is. Okay, they're going to just explain how the pots are decided here. So obviously I'll just mute myself so I can hear.
The lowest ranked teams from the 32 qualifiers.
Don't know if you guys can hear that.
Along with 2 intercontinental playoff winners and 1 European winner, all of whom will be decided in June. Right, let's find your team. In pot 1, we have Qatar, Brazil, Belgium, France.
Pot 1, Qatar, Brazil,
England,
Belgium, France, Argentina, England, Spain, and Portugal. Pot 2, Mexico and Netherlands, Denmark, Germany, Uruguay, Switzerland, USA, and Croatia. Pot 3, Senegal, my dark horses, Iran, Japan, Morocco, Serbia, Poland, Korea Republic, and Tunisia. And pot 4, Cameroon, Canada, Ecuador, Saudi Arabia, Ghana, playoff, and European playoff, whatever the hell that is.
Teams will be drawn one at a time, starting with pot 1 and ending with pot 4.
Okay.
As the teams are called out.
Ooh, I'm excited. Hopefully no F-ups that oh my god, the Champions League is an absolute shit show. Osman, this is how hard it is to become Madrid captain. Cristiano spent 9 years and became 3 captains. This is Ben's 13th year and just became captain because Marcelo ain't a starter. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Sammy, but Man United gave it to Maguire straight away because we're clowns. But I agree with you. Like realistically, if we base it on that logic, it would be David De Gea because he's been there the longest. But I got a feeling it's going to be Bruno Fernandes. I mean, if that is, of course, Maguire is ushered out the team. It'd be Bruno. And you only would have. Yeah, but the line's long for you guys because you have like players that have been there for, like you mentioned, Marcelo, Benzema. When Ronaldo was there, obviously Ramos was captain, so I don't expect you to take the captaincy of Ramos. It just wouldn't make sense. So obviously with Madrid, it's a bit different because obviously you have players that have been there for a long period. They're actually good players that beat ours is Phil Jones and like people like that. So yeah, it's different at Madrid.
Ladies and gentlemen, on all of our viewers,
Cushy Devs giving me shit. Oh god, I appreciate you coming through, Cushy. Thank you. It's a bit random, but it is what it is. Yeah, David De Gea, good shot. Yeah, I think De Gea or Bruno, to be honest, the most likely ones for Man United. But that's if Maguire is dropped from the team, so to speak.
Pot 1. So give them a good mix and please take the Red Bull from pot 1.
But anyways, we get on underway. Cafu, pot 1. Bring back Phil Jones, the captaincy. Can you imagine? First team to be drawn out. Qatar, of course.
Thank goodness.
The current champions of Asia host Qatar will
I mean, why is that even a thing? Just why am I bother?
So Qatar will be going into Group A. So JJ, please step forward to Pot A and take out the red ball.
Pot A.
A1.
The red ball, please.
Oh wait, does it go through all of them?
The 2019 Asian Cup, Qatar.
What? I'm so confused. What is going on here?
3-1.
A1. A1 for our hosts, Qatar.
You know the days the game will be played on, but we don't know the venue.
Bloody hell, this is long, isn't it? Genius is banger, he shouldn't be on subset. I know it's mad, isn't it, that Jermaine Genius is. He's got the big dog role, man. It's crazy, but you know, it is what it is. You've got to say fair play, innit? Ooh! England!
champions in 1966. England are through to their 60th.
Oh!
Will be their 7th.
I say where. I haven't decided on sport yet. But England! Obviously, it's like. Oh, what part is it? How the flip does this work?
20 in regulation play.
B1. So B1 for England. Next ball.
What? I don't understand. What's the point of him drawing that? I just don't get it.
So England's first game will be on the
Right, anyways, England are in Part B. Group B, sorry. Argentina. Woo! I like a lot of England players. I want them to do well. This is the thing. I like the players. It's just the fans are racist as hell, man. So I'm in a bit of a predicament here. So.
Argentina will be going into Group C. Ali, could you step to Pot C for me, please, and take out the red ball?
They're unbeaten in 31 games. There's a Copa America 2020. They beat Brazil 18 finals. They've only missed 3.
What's going on here? I'm so confused. It's like, why is he? If you know he's going to Group C, why not just save time instead of drawing this bit out? It doesn't even make sense. It longs out bare. Cafu's got a race man on his face. He's like, he's buzzing. He's buzzing. Cafu's absolutely buzzing. France, Group D.
FIFA World Cup champions France have lifted the trophy on 2 occasions, and they will feature in their 16th World Cup.
As Sam just mentioned, the defending champions will go into Group D. So Ali, could you please take the red ball from Pot D for us?
So has won 2 World Cups in a row since Brazil, 58 to 62.
D1. So D1 for France. Next ball, please, Captain. Give them a good mix. Let's see who we get next.
Spain. Spain are completely in their 60s.
Right, Spain Group E. I mean, the comes Usman, South America need to do better. This World Cup, at least get a semi-final. Absolutely. South America's struggling, man. I don't understand why though.
Won 2 games since lifting the trophy in 2010 at the finals, none in the knockout stages.
E1. So E1 for Spain. We have 3 teams remaining in pot 1. Brazil, Belgium and Portugal yet to be drawn. Cafu, next ball, please.
Enrique, we just spotted him there, and he's a fit young Pedri. Exhausted, played 71 games in 2021. Pedri, great star of the future.
Belgium.
Belgium's third place finish in 2018.
Oof. Yo! Just seen that Bob's has got a flipping job on Sky's paws. Yo, that is massive. Jesus.
In qualifying.
Yo, that's crazy. He fits so Belgium. Yo, madness. Yeah, so what?
Qatar, watch out for him.
Oh my god, that's actually crazy. Listen, stuff like that keeps you motivated. It's good to see Bob's absolute smashing it. That's what you like to see. Brazil Group G, but listen, that shit is inspirational, bro. Literally, a man come from YouTube. Sky Sports. Yo, Sky Sports. That's mad, yo. Bob's, congratulations, bro, man. Absolutely. That is crazy. Sky Sports. Yo, Bob's. Yo, that's so bad. Just checking my Twitter. And it comes, I'll just tweet out. Yo, Sky Sports, shut up. Oh, nah, fair play, man. Honestly, God, he did tell me that he was doing the interview, so I knew, I was aware. I was one of the few people that was actually aware, but you know, I didn't know he got it. He didn't tell me. But you listen, that's a madness. That's absolute madness. But yeah, look, we're getting towards the end. We've got 2 more. I don't really know. Okay, all right. They've done the preliminary round where they've obviously put the part A teams into a group. Obviously, that just has no bearing on anything at the moment, but it is what it is. Well done. Thank you, James. I will pass on the message to him. No, that's crazy.
The last game in the group, they had to go through qualifying in the last week or so.
Sky Sports, yo.
Ronaldo's Portugal.
So H1 for Portugal, and that concludes the draw.
Right, okay, we've concluded the draw. Let's see what happens now. Come on, people. Part 2. Big up my guy, Usman. Yes, Jeff. I appreciate you, man. We're going to see the brackets today. So we can start to break. Oh, is that today, Sammy? Nice.
Enjoy your first ball.
Interesting.
This is where it starts to get interesting now.
Okay, here we go. This is it. Part 2. That's taken ages, that. Bloody hell. Thank you, Jeff, man. I appreciate it, my guy. I appreciate it, man. God bless. As I was saying earlier, if you haven't already, make sure you set reminders. 7 o'clock. We're going to do a fantastic podcast. It's been a long time. Myself, Jerry, the lads from Traffic Tunnel, Biz will be there. Zogs will be there, Kojo. So if you're not aware, get to know. It's going to be a great chat. But anyways, Netherlands, who are they going to get? How does this work?
A4.
What does that mean? I'm so confused. Why is it so weird? So basically, the team that comes out now is in England's group. Is that how it works? I don't know how it works. Right, anyway, Netherlands are in Qatar's group, so that's so far a good draw for Netherlands. Right, so this is England's group. USA! I knew it! I knew it! I flipping knew England would get bloody America. It's so typical, isn't it?
Way back in 1930 when they reached the semi-finals.
We knew this was going to happen, didn't we? I think.
Yeah.
So United States of America will be going into group.
So typical, isn't it?
JJ, could you take a ball out of pot B for me, please?
They've only won 2 matches in their last 3 World Cups. They only qualified on goal difference.
Honestly, so typical.
Costa Rica.
Bro, that's...
For United States of America. You happy with that?
We just knew it was going to happen, didn't we? Pulisic for England, yeah.
Next ball, please, Lothar.
England on Friday the 25th of November.
Oh, I need to eat. I've just remembered. Oh, completely forgot. Mexico and Argentina's... Wait, can they be in that group?
In their 17th.
Oh, yeah, they can because they're North America, aren't they, of course. Not South America. Just a bit of geography for you there, people. So, yeah, technically they can be in Argentina's group.
Ali, could you please step to pot C for me and remove a ball?
They've been out in the round of 16 in all of those tournaments. 5 of their last 6 qualifiers.
I don't understand the difference of this next bit, like bloody Group A, Group B, bollocks. As in the 1, 2, 3, 4, just put them in their bloody group, man. But yeah, C3. Maybe it's obviously for a fixture thing, isn't it? Anyways, Mexico with Argentina. That's a bit of a tricky tie for Argentina. Definitely a curveball, nonetheless. England got USA, man. It's so typical, isn't it? So typical. Right, who's in France's group? Let's have a look.
Saturday the 26th of November, they'll meet Argentina. The second game.
France. I've got Denmark. Sammy, you got Denmark. That's not great for Denmark. They did it right in the Euros. Obviously, they're not going to be happy about that.
For Denmark, Ali, could you step to pot D for me? And let's find out their position in the group.
Christian Eriksen's Denmark qualified as their group winners. And also one game joint best European defensive qualifier.
Why? Oh, can someone explain to me why the draws like this? What stupidness. D3. It's just so long. It's so long or unnecessary, man. Speed it up. It's gonna be all night. They're too slow, man. I don't think I'm going to get to eat before my podcast at this rate. Honestly, I really ain't. Cricket team should beat them.
Germany.
Oh! Germany and Spain!
Agreed to their 20th FIFA World Cup, a total only bettered by Brazil.
To
This time
the World
around,
Cup joint viewers on BBC 2.
That's what I'm talking about! Germany and Spain!
Draw continues now on BBC.
Big!
Hello, here's a quick look at what's coming up on BBC Sport this weekend. Wales,
Shout out to you,
Scotland
mate.
in a winning.
Shout out to you, my brother.
In 2018.
Right, over to BBC 2. Shout out to BBC, always. Right, who have Belgium got? Spain and Germany. Can I speed this up? Right, who have Belgium got? There's a Uruguay, Switzerland, and Croatia left. And they'll get Croatia. Tricky. That means Brazil have either got Switzerland or Uruguay. I think that's how you say it correctly.
France in 2018. Now,
Belgium, Croatia. That's a hard draw.
World Cups since their debut in 1998.
So Croatia will be going to Group F. Tim, that's you. Please take a ball from pot F for us.
I think 2018, they've been unbeaten in 9 games since Euro 2020. Won 6 of their last 8. Very good midfield, Croatia.
F4.
F4.
Will be a final game in Group F between Croatia and Belgium.
Interesting.
What's our next ball, please?
Right, Brazil.
It'll be on the 1st of December, I think.
Brazil have got Uruguay, Switzerland here. Of course, Switzerland knocked out France in the Euros. And Brazil have got Uruguay!
Well, they'll have to be moving
Well.
The first nation.
And that means Portugal have got Switzerland. Okay, interesting.
They reached the quarterfinals in 2018.
So we do have our first constraint of the evening. They can't go into Group G as they're in the same confederation as Brazil. So we will skip a group and move to Group H. So Rabah, that is you. Could you go to pot H, please, and take out the next ball? Thank you.
Uruguay winners in 1930, 19.
Why did they even waste time then if that was the case? Who's in charge? So apparently Brazil go with Uruguay because they're in the same confederation, a continent basically. So why waste our time? So that means Portugal got Uruguay. Oh my god, that's a tricky draw. That and then Brazil have got Switzerland, which is obviously my favorite draw. Uruguay's unbelievably tricky. Cavani and Suarez are done. I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, Cavani's injured 24/7, so bad then God knows where he'll be.
Finalists Switzerland are competing in their 12th FIFA World Cup and their 5th in a row.
So here we do go back alphabetically to Group G, which is where Switzerland will go. Rabah, that's you again. Could you go to pot G for me, please?
Pot G. They need to speed this up, man. So long, so long, people. So far, Qatar have got Netherlands, England have got USA, Argentina have got Mexico, France have got Denmark, Espanyol, which is Spain, of course, have got Germany, and Belgium have got Croatia. Brazil have got Switzerland, and Portugal have got Uruguay. Moving on to part 3, so hopefully it speeds up a bit, because I actually know what they're doing now.
Poland, Korea Republic, and Tunisia.
Let's go.
Drawing the balls from pot 3, give them a good spin, and draw your first ball, please.
Could find out England's first opponents in this section of the draw. Scotland and Wales yet to come out.
Na. Iran.
Iran.
Wait, can they be with Qatar?
The Republic of Iran will be making their 3rd successive appearance at the FIFA World Cup.
Iran's Asia, Qatar's Asia as well, no?
In 2014 and 2018.
So we do have another constraint here. They can't go into Group A as they're in the same confederation as Qatar.
Okay, so they can't go with Qatar.
Into Group B. So JJ, could you please step to pot B for
Oh, England got Iran! Lightweight! Great draw for England. Great draw. That's fantastic.
Maybe England's first game.
So it will be an opening game fixture in Group B between England and the Islamic Republic of Iran.
21st of November.
Easy group.
Games in their semi-finals are up.
Easy group for England. Easy group. Right, next team out. Senegal! They're with Argentina, Mexico. Oh, no, that could be with Group H. You know.
At the FIFA World Cup for the 3rd time and are one of only 3.
Ooh, okay. Senegal got a chance, easy chance to get out of Group A.
They have the best win percentage of any African nation at the tournament.
That's impressive. We don't have any constraints here, so we go back alphabetically to pot A.
Okay.
You take the next ball from pot A, please.
Revenge for the African Cup of Nations.
So they're going to Group A. Okay, that's fine. They've got a chance.
Very strong team. They've got Mendy of Chelsea in goal. Mane.
Qatar, Senegal, Netherlands. Netherlands are licking their lips as it stands. Senegal's tricky, but Netherlands will be happy with that so far, given that they are a pot 2 team. All right, so let's have a look. Who's the next team out? This will go to Argentina and Mexico. Who is it going to be? They don't want to be in this group. Poland. Shafted. Poland being shafted. Argentina, Mexico, Poland. That's another tricky group so far. England have been extremely nice as it stands. Extremely nice.
Been through the round of 16 since 1986, but they do have Lewandowski, there's like Shadinsky, Bedler, It's a top experience.
Oh God, extremely nice. That England group is looking like okay. So it looks like
C4 for Poland as they join Group C with Argentina and Mexico.
oh, that's a hard group. Poland shafted, absolutely shafted. I mean, if they're gonna take any longer, I'm gonna be dead by the time this is finished. Right, who's coming out next? In France and Denmark group, we have got Serbia. So obviously that does not
Serbia are making back-to-back
fall
appearances at the FIFA World Cup.
so they can't go in that group.
Featured at the previous edition in 2018.
Where are they going?
So we do have multiple constraints here. We have two European teams.
So where did they go?
Groups D,
Brazil?
E, and F. So we've had to skip to Group G. So that's where Serbia will be placed.
Okay, so they go with Brazil and Switzerland.
Top G for me, please. Thank you.
Just one of their last 9 games.
So Brazil, Switzerland, and Serbia. Pretty decent group for them also so far. Can't complain.
G2.
G2.
So Brazil's opening game
G2.
this year's World Cup will be against Serbia as they join
Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland. Okay.
Next ball, please. Adele.
Oh my God, England got a very easy group. England got a very easy group.
Tunisia are participating in their 6th FIFA World Cup and second in succession, having also qualified for the finals in 2020.
Tunisia.
So Tunisia will be joining France and Denmark in Group D. Ali,
Okay.
please.
I mean, a lot of Tunisians are French. That's actually a bit of a derby to an extent because a lot of French players a lot of Tunisians speak French and whatnot. So yeah, interesting. France, Tunisia, and Denmark.
D4 for Tunisia.
They're going against Denmark. Good player Wadi Kazri plays for Sanetia. Mejbri, young Manchester United player, has been in the squad.
Hannibal going to be playing against Pogba. Japan.
2018, Japan made it through to the knockout phase for the
Belgium and Croatia. Japan, tricky.
And the finals in 2002 and 2010.
Japan have always been a difficult team to play against.
For Japan.
Oh shit, then there's Spain and Germany's group.
Second in their final Asian group.
That's a tricky group.
Earlier on, they'd lost against Oman.
E4.
I mean, obviously, Spain and Germany will expect to beat them, but it's not pushing. I mean, a lot of teams in here decent. Kane kind of secure golden boot at the end of the group stage. Big facts, man. If England, Iran, bro, off. I mean, England have to catch. England have got the easiest group as it currently stands, I think. I'd say so. Morocco. You're falling. Belgium and Croatia.
The Atlas Lions made history when they became the first African team to progress beyond the first round in 1986.
So Tim, Morocco
Beautiful
will be
start.
going into Group F.
Morocco is in Group F, which means Korea is with Portugal and Uruguay. That's a tricky group. That Portugal got a hard group, and Ronaldo's gonna have to be on job.
F3.
You would expect Portugal to get through, but that's not an easy group whatsoever.
Croatia. Final ball, please. Adele.
They lost their AFCON quarterfinal against Egypt. It was the first regulation time defeat in 31 games, Morocco. Difficult to break down again.
And Korea Republic in Group H. Spicing up next round. We're going to know who's in what group.
Any other Asian nation, Qatar 2022 will be there.
So far, England and Netherlands got the best groups. I'd probably say England's is slightly easier.
Out of the group in the last
Would say England's is slightly easier, to be honest.
Germany in 2018 to send Germany home. Defeated 15 for them.
H4. They just need to work on speeding up a bit. It's a bit too slow.
The draw for pot 3. We'll now move on to pot 4.
This is the final groups.
That's the final pot.
Republic of
Pot 4
South
we
Korea.
have Cameroon, Canada, Ecuador, Saudi Arabia.
Ghana.
The Intercontinental Playoff 1 winner between either the United Arab Emirates or Australia and Peru. The Intercontinental Playoff 2
Oh,
winner
wow.
between
It's
Costa
Ronaldo
Rica
v. Ronaldo.
and New Zealand. And
In
the
it.
European
That Portugal
Playoff
group's
winner
hard, man.
between Wales and either Scotland or Ukraine.
Well done. That was a lot to get in, Carmen. Bora, could you please do the honours? Yes, time to go. Give them a good mix and draw that first ball, please.
Anything could happen with Bora.
Pot 4. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Who is the first team out? Watch England get Canada. They can't have Canada because USA. Ooh, it's a playoff team. Playoff 1.
This is the UAE.
The Intercontinental Playoff 1 winner will be decided in June when the United Arab Emirates or Australia take on Peru.
So we do have multiple constraints here. So we're going to be jumping to Group D. Ali, that's you. Could you please step to pot
Oh.
and remove that final ball, please?
Wait, what? Why can't it go to England's group? UAE or Australia?
Peru, UAE.
Oh, Iran and UAE. Okay, so that completes France. Got a pretty easy group there.
Continental Playoff.
I mean, they should definitely get through that.
Bora?
UAE's second.
Ooh, France. France have got an easy group. You see the UAE, Australia, I think that was, if I'm not mistaken.
Should they get that?
Or Peru or something like that. Anyways, it's not going to England's group. It's a bit of a shame. I can't really see anyone causing Ecuador.
This is
Okay.
Ecuador's fourth.
So Ecuador go with.
They made their debut in 2002. Their
Okay,
best
I mean, that's not a
came
problem,
in
isn't it?
2006 when they reached the round of 16.
And we will now go back alphabetically to Group A. So
Qatar,
please step to
Senegal, Ecuador.
This will be the opening game of the World Cup.
A2.
A2 for Ecuador. So the opening game at this year's World Cup will be between our hosts Qatar and Ecuador.
Gustavo Alfaro, the
Right, I'm just tweeting.
Argentinian Ecuadorian manager.
Qatar.
30 years, bit of a nomadic existence. They lost to England in
Qatar.
2006. We're talking about
Qatar, Ecuador.
16 they missed last time round. Ecuador.
What else have we got? Senegal.
Saudi Arabia.
Can't go into England's group.
Saudi
Ah,
Arabia.
England can't get Saudi Arabia.
World Cup and second in a row. Their best performance to date is a run to the round.
Oh,
of
that's
16 in
that's annoying.
2024.
So we do have a constraint here. They can't go into Group B as they're on the same confederation as the Islamic Republic of Iran. So we'll go to Group C.
Oh, England England could have got Saudi.
From pot C.
Just tweeting it. Iran.
Sixth finals, each around 16 and 1994.
C2. So that concludes Group C of Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, and Poland.
The only game will be against Argentina. Hervé Renard, the coach there.
Argentina, they've got an easy group.
Obviously with
Saudi,
Zambia and Morocco to go to the World Cup finals in 18.
Saudi Arabia, who is it? Mexico.
Intercontinental Playoff
Oh,
2.
this is juicy. This is juicy.
I think England got.
Will also be decided in June.
Can't
Costa
happen.
Rica take on New Zealand.
So we do have another constraint here in Group B. They can't go into Group B as they're in the same confederation as the USA. So we jump to Group E.
England.
So you, Tim, please.
A lot of constraints here for England.
Costa Rica, great run to get to the
France.
in the last 7, they won 6 of them.
E2.
So E2 for the Intercontinental
Then-
Playoff 2 winner. And their opening game will be against Spain in Group E.
We're ready. Another ball, please.
Playoffs. Denmark.
In the world, coached by Danny
I'm
Hay.
just tweeting it out, people, so people know it. Tunisia. Who's England getting?
European playoff.
Scotland or Wales, if they get through, will be in England's group.
The match between Scotland and Ukraine.
So they will be going into Group B. JJ,
Oh!
take the final ball from Pot B.
You couldn't script it,
Oh my God!
or could you?
B4.
So B4 for the winner of either Ukraine, Scotland, or Wales, going into Group B with England, Islamic Republic of Iran, and USA.
No way.
The UK affair, perhaps on the 29th of November. Can't tell you which stadium it will be in, or the time of the kickoff. That has to be decided.
That's mad. Oh my God, that's actually mental.
First final since 1958, it could be.
Since their debut appearance in 1982, Cameroon have made more appearances at the FIFA World Cup than any other African nation.
That is mental. England have got bloody thingy.
So we do have another constraint here in Group F. They can't go.
Oh my God, I can't believe it.
Morocco, so we'll skip the group to Group G. Rabah, could you take a ball from
Group E, Spain. We got Spain.
Just one day, 15 at World Cup finals since
Playoff,
quarterfinals
Germany.
1990.
Japan.
Algeria, playoff. G4 away goals.
So
Group.
G4 for Cameroon. Two more balls left now in the draw.
Brazil, Serbia, and Switzerland.
All right, Bora.
Belgium. Morocco.
They should go into F by my reckoning.
Croatia. Oops, it didn't.
Ghana.
Ghana.
Now qualified for 4 out of 5 FIFA World Cups.
It's Ghana with
Their debut in 2006. Their best performance came in 2010 when they reached the quarterfinals.
It should be
The
against
same
Portugal.
constraint in Group F, with Ghana being in the same confederation as Morocco. So we will go to Group H. Rabah, please take the final ball from Pot H for us.
60th in the world ranked, is the lowest ranked confirmed.
fucking hell, boys. What are we saying? It's the madness. I want Wales to win that playoff. Same.
In 6th. Through against Nigeria in the playoff and the away goals.
England have got a mad group.
So Portugal's opening
Mad
game
easy.
in Group
The
H
shoot is now technical director there. By the way, good luck to him.
Last and final ball, Bora.
Switzerland. Cameroon.
Last ball, Laura. Please be Canada.
Tranquilo. Canada.
And it is Canada are participating.
Cameroon don't have a
in their
flag,
second
apparently, according to this.
FIFA World Cup,
Right, Group
36
H.
years after their debut in 1986. They were unbeaten in their
Portugal.
first 70 matches of qualifying for Qatar
Speed this up.
2022.
Ghana.
So they will be going into Group F. Tim, you have the pleasure of drawing the final ball from Pot F.
In that finals of 86, they didn't win a game, didn't draw a game.
Last one.
But
Korea.
they're brilliant under John Herdman. Comes from Consett, County Durham.
So F2 for Canada, and that concludes the draw for this evening. It really is time to get excited and to get ready for the FIFA World Cup.
Oh my God, people. What a madness. Right, so I've just written it all down. I do apologize for my lack of talking. Just making sure I've got it
In Group
written
A, we
down.
have Qatar, Ecuador, Senegal, and the Netherlands.
And in Group B, England, Islamic Republic of Iran, USA.
England have been nice, man.
Group C will consist of Argentina, Saudi Arabia, Mexico.
Yo! England have been nice.
Intercontinental playoff.
England, Iran, USA, Wales, Scotland, or Ukraine. What the hell? England have been nice. Truly.
Japan and Germany.
Oh my God.
Belgium, Canada, Morocco, and Croatia.
Belgium, Canada, Morocco, Croatia.
Brazil,
Serbia, Switzerland, Cameroon. Nah, that's a man. Is this time I'm going to wrap it there? Because I need to quickly eat and get ready for the podcast at 7 o'clock. Please, if you are still watching, we'll be back at 7 o'clock. I'll catch you guys there. It's your boys, man. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Peace.